So get this, there's a teacher in New York City, Keith Desare, who's tackling two huge problems at the same time. He's working to save an endangered butterfly by teaching his students how to use artificial intelligence. I know, right? How in the world do those two things even connect? Well, that's what we're going to dive into.
I mean, it really sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? The future of AI, taking flight on the wings of a butterfly. But this isn't fiction. This is a real project happening right now. And honestly, it might just hold the key to solving some of our biggest urban challenges. So let's unpack this mystery. What is the deal with butterflies and AI?
All right, to really wrap our heads around this, we first have to understand these two, seemingly separate crises that are brewing in New York. On the surface, you'd think they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. But as we'll see, they're both hitting the very same communities and hitting them hard. First up, we've got an ecological emergency. And this quote from the David Prize application really says it all. We are facing an extinction crisis in plain sight. The fate of the monarch butterfly is inextricably linked to our own. This isn't just about a pretty insect. The monarch's decline is like a canary in the coal mine. It's a massive warning sign about the health of our environment and, by extension, our own health.
And here's where things get really interesting. This crisis in the natural world is almost perfectly mirrored by a growing crisis in the tech world. At the exact same time the monarchs are losing their homes, students in these very same neighborhoods are getting left behind in the AI revolution. It's creating this new, really dangerous AI digital divide, and it could seriously limit their futures.
So you've got these two huge, intimidating problems, one with nature, one with technology. Where do you even begin? Well, the first part of the answer starts right on the ground, literally, with an amazing community project called the Inwood Butterfly Sanctuary.
And look, the goals here are seriously ambitious. This isn't just about planting a few flowers and calling it a day. No way. They're restoring entire habitats, creating these pollinator pathways for the butterflies. They're getting local residents, real people involved in actual citizen science. Plus, they're running nature programs for kids and completely transforming these neglected, forgotten city spaces back into something beautiful and alive.
And you know what the crazy thing is? The foundation for this whole massive ecological revival, it's surprisingly simple. It all comes down to one single plant, milkweed. Why? Because it's the only thing monarch caterpillars can eat. That's it. By planting this one thing, the community is taking the most critical first step to ensure the butterfly can even survive. Okay, so that's the hands-on, get your hands dirty part of the solution. But now, let's shift gears and see how this project jumps from the garden into the classroom to tackle that AI digital divide we were talking about.
So before we go any further, let's just do a quick level set on what we're talking about. When we say generative AI, we're not just talking about a calculator that spits out answers. Think of it more like a creative partner.